All right, this is what I'm doing. Some folks already know. I don't have a lot of confidence in this, but we're going to go ahead and attempt to do a video on it. Got my little Akorn, and we're going to smoke a couple of butterball turkey breasts. I don't have them out here yet. We're going to attempt to. Now, this over here, my little offset smoker, it's actually a charcoal grill with offset smoking capabilities. I can do turkeys over there, no problem. I got that thing figured out. But I got this. I've cooked hot links on it, and I did a pork butt a couple weeks ago. Didn't do a video on. Did a pork butt, 8.5 pounds, and it fit on there, and it was the best I've made. So we're gonna go ahead and attempt this. Last time we didn't follow the instructions. It comes with a manual. It tells you what the best way to do for smoking versus searing or grilling at high temperatures. So the charcoal is in there, lump charcoal, and it said to use some bigger briquettes. I got a little fire starter in there, which is Royal Oak. You can get these at Walmart. Get them at Dollar General too. Not very expensive. This is how we're going to do it. This is how they explain us to do it. Let me see if I can start this. Yeah, it's windy. Okay. Okay. Let's do it this way. So you want to build a pyramid of lump charcoal versus briquettes. Boy, this is being a bugger. And it says to, it's got pretty explicit directions here with this. Do a pyramid. They suggest 1 pound of lump. I don't know if it's a pound. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to get it started. We want the leave it open until the coals ignite, and then close it up, but leave the dampers and stuff open. So this is the main thing. It's not really about the turkeys. It's whether or not I can regulate temperature, get the charcoal where I needed. Because honestly, when I did the pork butt, I didn't follow the directions. I kind of did it my way, and it worked, and it tasted great. But I think we went shopping in the morning. It was on a Sunday morning. Went shopping, came back, and the temperature had really gone down, and the charcoals were kind of not. The lump charcoal is not really the way it should have been. So I actually had to kind of pull the pork butt off there, redo everything, and then it was fine. So my whole goal today is to see if I can get that to where it needs to be, regulate the temperature, and have it sit there for the majority of the smoke. Other than a couple times spraying it with butter. I'll show you that later. This is the plan. And according to the directions, and here's another thing. I'm not going to get the clean smoke. You know, we always hear about with an offset smoker, you want to have the thin blue smoke. Is this going to be able to produce it? Because what it suggests, which I have, soaking in water are some little tiny wood chips. So once I have the charcoals to where I need them to be, you go ahead and throw a couple handfuls on there. Since they're smoked, it's going to smoke. But what kind of smoke is it going to be? I don't know. These are the wood chips I'm using. Get these at Walmart. Just hickory. You know, our taste buds aren't that sophisticated where we can really taste cherry versus pecan or hickory. We know we like hickory. That's what we go with majority of the time. And then I'll show you what rub we're going to use. And I got a heat deflector, a smoking stone. So that's what we're looking at. Yeah, take a look at that, Tori, huh? And I just have it set up on some cinder blocks to raise the level of it a little bit. So I'm an old man, bending way over. You know, so that's what we'll do. We'll go ahead and we'll do this in sections, and then I don't know. It's kind of typical PoorGuy with Blackstone. You're going to witness things for the first time, and it's not a how-to video. It's a how-to video for me. It's how we do, I guess. So, all right, so we'll do it in sections. Tori will edit it, make it real nice and clean, and go from there. So we'll see you back in a little bit. Okay, step 2, here we are back. I got the coals lit, and this temperature I did find out is pretty accurate. Right now it's sitting at 300 degrees, and I'm not too concerned about that because I have the vent, the top damper open and the bottom open just a little bit. So the coals are ignited according to the directions, and I'm not sure how I feel about this, but I'm going with the directions, okay? it talks about putting a couple of the handfuls of wood chips on there. I got chips and I got chunks. I've never soaked either one of them. So I'm going to go ahead while the temperature is still high and go ahead and throw a couple of these on here. Okay, that's our hickory chips. I don't know. Again, I don't know. Okay, hold on a second. Bear with me, everybody. Okay, soak chunks, blah, blah, blah. After the grill has reached desired temperature, which it pretty much is because I know that's going to cool it off. 2 handfuls of soaked wood chunks over let the chips begin to smoke by closing the lid, and you can begin cooking after a few minutes. Okay, so this is my plan. Here's my heat deflector. My char is designed specifically for this Akorn. I know I'm trying to go fast, but I'm nervous. So it fits right in there perfectly. I mean, you can go ahead and get a pizza stone and do whatever you want, but I went and I bought that because it's designed for this. And then I am going to, I don't know if this is completely necessary, but I'm going to go ahead and add just a little bit of moisture to it. So here's a water pan, a little bit of Great Value water, and I'll show you this. I'm just going to add just I don't even know if this is going to make a difference, but why not? Why not try it? And I'll show you this in a second, right? Okay, now let's get the sucker on there. Cast iron, because I want to get this kind of buttoned up. You kind of change it so it sits flat down there if you want to do searing and stuff like that, or higher temperatures. Cast iron, it's already been seasoned. Now we're getting some smoke. Let's go ahead and close it up. Now comes the part of regulating the temperature, and then we'll put the turkey on. Let's talk about the turkeys real quick while this is working. We're going to choke it up a little bit. All right, so you're getting, obviously I wouldn't put the meat on there right now because of the amount of smoke and it's thick. So right now I just want to regulate the temperature and hope that smoke gets a little less. Here's our turkeys. Did 2 of them. If I can get this open.
You can do it.
Oh, that's a good lid. Look at them. So has anyone done these? We've done them, and they're really good. And I don't put a lot of effort finesse into them because that's PoorGuy style. Just open them up, and obviously the netting keeps everything in place, and you cook with the netting on there. And I put a little olive oil on it, and this is what I bought this today. Chicka-licka-bam-bam. Chicka-licka-bam-bam. Bird rub. Goes for turkeys and chickens. Fire and smoke. I've seen this before and never bought it. I think it was like $7. But you get quite a bit. And it smells really good.
This is my first time seeing this.
Yeah, this is new to us. In the past when we've done these, chicka-licka-bam-bam. In the past when we've done these turkeys, I used Lowry seasoned salt, which made it just a tad bit salty, so I wanted to give this a try. Okay, what are we looking at? We're at 200. Okay, we're gonna open these up a little bit. I want to get to 250.
Close it up a little bit.
250, yep. And then go ahead and put the meat on there. And that'll bring down the temperature a little bit. And I know the smoke won't last forever, and even though it may be a little thick, I've learned that it's okay. You just don't want to do it consistently smoking with that thick of a meat, with that thick smoke. so yeah. I don't know what I'm doing, guys, and you're going to witness it. I said, by golly, I'm going to do this. I was leaning, which way do I do this? Do I bother? Because I really don't have a lot of confidence because I haven't used this thing. Now, if I was going to do it on that, I would do it because I know how to use that. I know how to regulate it, even though it's a piece of junk. It works. I just can't use it in the winter. So, okay, still got the smoke rolling. I was talking about the turkeys, chicka-licka-bam-bam, and throughout the smoke cooking process, while it's smoke, I will. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to come out and I'm going to use. You guys are going to laugh. I'm going to use some spray butter, and this is what I've done in the past. I mean, go ahead. Yeah, it works, and it just gives it more of a crispy coating on it. Right. All right. Hey, the temperature's at 250 with everything open, so it's go time. I don't want this to be a 20-minute video because absolutely no one. Dang it. we'll watch it. Hold on, everybody. Blackstone's coming in handy today for a table. Where are my tongs? Put that there. Let's get these turkeys going. Oh man, they look good. Okay. Try to get these in the middle somewhat. Over the heat deflector. Don't drop it, Rob. Don't drop it, Rob. Okay. Okay. Put that there. Let's close it up and choke it up. Okay, bottom damper barely open. Top damper barely open. Now it's gonna get some smoke right off the bat. I don't anticipate it lasting forever, but this is the part that makes me most nervous is the smoke, regulating the temperature. When I did the pork butt, hey buddy, when I did the pork butt, it worked after I cleaned up the charcoals the first time. So anyway, that's what we're looking at. We'll monitor it, and if I need to come out and show you something, and it is 11:24. I'm hoping 4 or 5 hours at the most. We'll see how it goes. We'll be back. Peace out. Dang it, I'm so unorganized. I forgot to put the meat probe in there. Update 12:41. We had it on there starting to cook at around 11:30, so it's been just over an hour. Internal temperature of the turkey, at least one of them, is 129. We're shooting for it's done at 165. I'd like to pull it at probably like 161 or 162, so that's not bad for an hour. It has been holding the temperature fairly good. We stepped out to go visit our son and his fiance for a little bit, and the temperature dropped down right around, come over here, Tori, right around, I'm going to say like 150, 175, which isn't the end of the world, but it's not really where I wanted. So I came back, opened up the bottom vent and the top all the way, and the temperature is creeping back up to like 125-ish right now, or I'm sorry, 225 right now. And that's really what I want. I want it to be right around there. I'm okay with 250. I'm okay with 200, anywhere in between there. But so the temperature with these is it's all about regulating, and it does hold pretty steady. And as you can see, all of a sudden it's smoking. So things are happening now that I opened up airflow. All right, it's creeping back up to close to 250. So I'm going to take this opportunity right now to show you what we're going to do. And take a look. Ooh. Yeah, it's working. So this is what PoorGuy does. You can just use melted butter or whatever you want to do. So I'm shooting for, oh look, I got a little juicy juice on my fingers. I'm looking for about, like I said, 162 for our goodness. We'll bring it in the house and let it sit for 20 minutes or so. And we'll slice into it and show you. I don't think I'm going to bring it back until we got it in the house and I actually slice it up because I don't want to bore anybody, but I did want to show you this. Lisa Null, if you're watching, and you better be. Lisa Null, she likes Alabama. She went there. Got family there, I believe. Don't know for sure. Brought this home for Dawn. Dawn doesn't drink beer, but Rob does. Roll Tide. And I think I have another good friend that lives in Alabama. John Carter. I know you're watching.
Very controversial. State of Oklahoma with OU.
Yeah, I know. OU, OSU, Bearded Italian, if you're watching. By the way, Bearded Italian. This guy's awesome. He's got a YouTube channel. Bearded Italian. Just look it up. Or maybe if Tori remembers, she'll share the link to his YouTube. He's a lot of fun. He's an Oklahoman like me. He's got a lot to offer. And then John Carter, I'll mention him again. Salt, Pepper, Fire. YouTube. Check him out too. It's a beautiful day. I'm feeling pretty good. This morning I was kind of like, "Ugh," but things are working out. We're sitting at 250. All right. Bup, 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 right there. And I'm just going to keep this open. I'm going to keep it open a little bit more.
Here, can I get a good thing?
Yep. So I'm going to keep it open to there and just keep an eye on it for another couple minutes because we're right now at 260. So we want to bring it back down. Just got that open just so you can see the tiny little notch. And that's all you need there. And that I might end up closing up just a little bit more. But that's the fun of this thing is, you know, you're paying attention, you're out here, you're doing it, it's nice. And hopefully the results are good. That's what they look like. They're done. What time is it? Almost 2 o'clock. So we had them on there starting to cook at 11:30. And man, I'll tell you, that little thing did a good job. I'm going to go ahead and slice these up and plate them, and we're going to give them a try. But the smell coming off of it is just, it's going to be a super early dinner for us, but we don't care. We'll eat, yeah, and then we're going to eat those. So let me go ahead and slice these up, and we'll tell you what we think. There it is. We sliced it up. You see, it smells great. We're going to go ahead and each one of us is going to try a little piece of it to tell you what we think of it with that rub that we put on it, the chicken bam bam or whatever it was called. And then we're going to go ahead and eat. So let's give it a try, everybody.
It's hot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
That is delicious.
Wow.
Smoked turkey is always the best way to have turkey.
Oh my gosh.
Is
that
the
rub?
best so far?
Yep.
That rub's
That's the
good.
best we've ever
That's the
had
best.
on that.
So I've done 2 things on that. Well,
Oh my
I
gosh.
did the hot links that Aiden and I ate. They were fantastic. The smoky flavor. And we did that pork butt a couple weeks ago, and it was by far the best we've ever done with these turkeys now. All right, that's not fancy. I didn't brine them. I didn't do any of that stuff. It's so simple, and that's what we're all about here is simplicity for regular folks. And
That's literally so good.
it is like mouth-watering tasty. That rub on
I
there,
can't wait to eat.
and that's all I did. A little olive oil. Got the temperature regulated, and it held on to it for the majority of the cook. There's a couple times I had to open and close just to get it to where I needed it to be, but it was so simple. I'm very pleased. I'm pleased with the final product. I'm pleased with that little smoker that only cost 168 bucks. The little stone, the heat deflector was like 30. And that's pretty necessary when you're smoking, by the way. But you can go ahead and just get a cheap piece of stone. Anyway, that's what we did today. A little bit different from normal Blackstone cut. And I hope you all enjoyed it. Hopefully Tori can edit this and get it down to an acceptable watching time. But if you're interested, the worst thing about it is it's small. But everything else, it is well made and it works well. So
This is delicious.
yeah, that's what we got. We got 2, so we're going to have leftovers because it's early. Peace out. Thanks.